Good day, everyone. I'm Maria Pinantata, and I'll be discussing the table functions that don't require a criteria range. So Excel has three table functions that enable you to specify the criteria as an argument rather than a range. The count if, sum if, and average if. So based on that words, maiisip natin yung count if is for the count, sum if is para mag-add, and yung average if is para makuha yung average or yung mean. So dito tayo sa una. The countif function counts the number of cells in a range that meet a single criterion. And this is the formula na gagamitin natin later. And yung range is the range of cells to use for the count. And criteria is under the steps that determines which cells to count. Excel applies the criterion to range. So if you want to count how many cells contain apples, then itong count if yung gagamitin natin. Para mas maintindihan, we have an example here, and we will try to get the total amount for the products with no stock. And as you can see, meron na dito total amount, and ito try natin na palabasin yan using the formula. So let's remember yung equal sign lagi para makuha natin yung kailangan natin kunan. Ilagay lang natin muna yung count if, then open. And makikita nyo dyan na nandiyan na yung formula na gagamitin natin. And yung range naman is kukunin natin dito sa quantity on hand since nandito yung range of cells na gagamitin natin para mag-count. Click lang yan. And then, i-drag down lang. Comma. And then, yung next is criteria. Ano nga ba ang criteria natin? Since hinahanap natin yung mga products na with no stock, kaya ang ilalagay natin dyan is equal to 0. Isang natin dito. And nagkuha natin is 10, same lang dito sa binigay na answer. So for the second one, the sum-if function is similar to countif, except that it sums the range cells that meet its criterion. So kanina yung countif is para i-count how many cells meet a specific condition. Ito namang sum-if is para i-add yung numbers in cells that meet a certain condition. So ito yung gagamitin natin na formula and nadagdagan lang siya ng sum-if. The range from which the sum values are taken. And remember, Excel sums only those cells in some range that correspond to the cells in range and meet the criterion. If you omit some range, Excel uses range for the sum. For instance, if you want to sum up sales only for apples, then sum if ang gagamitin natin. We have an example here again. And we will try to calculate the total cost of division 3 parts using the formula ng sum if. Lagay lang natin yung equal sign again. Then, sum if. Yung range is kukunin natin dito sa part na to since dito natin mahahanap yung criteria natin na gagamitin mamaya. Pag-down lang ulit. Comma. And yung criteria naman natin, since we're looking for the total cost field of the parts where the division field is equal to 3, edi ang criterion natin, criteria is gagamitin natin is equal to 3. Some range naman, since we're looking sa total cost, then dito natin siya hahanapin. Close lang natin, and then enter. And we got 1,589.99 as the total cost. So for the last one, the new average if function calculates the average of a range of cells that meet its criterion. So kanina sa sum if, it adds up numbers in cells lang. Dito naman sa average if naman, it calculates the average or the mean of cells na nag-meet sa specific condition natin. So, if you need the average say, sales for apples, then average if function yung gagamitin natin. And as you can see, same lang din ng formula, except that pinalitan lang yung word na sum into average. So, using the example kanina, itatry naman natin kunin yung average gross margin for parts under $10 using yung formula ng average if. Let's try lang ulit. Lagay natin yung equal sign. And then, ngayon naman, average if yung ilalagay natin. Range natin. Yung range naman natin, since we're looking na sa average gross margin for parts under $10, yung range natin is hanapin natin dito sa cost. Drag down lang ulit. Then, yung criteria naman natin is under $10. So, ang ilalagay natin dyan is less than 10. And then sa average range naman, dito naman sa gross margin. Drag down lang ulit. And then close. Enter. And we got 81.22% as the average gross margin for parts under $10. So just remember na yung count if function is para mag-count, sum if function is para mag-add, and yung average if function naman is para kunin yung average or mean.
Good day, everyone. I am Paulo Idos, and I will be discussing the table function that accepts multiple criteria. The first in the list is the using countifs function. So this function counts the number of cells in one or more range that meet one or more criteria. So the purpose is to analyze data such as counting, pass by date, and priority. So here's the formula. Countifs, open parenthesis, range 1, and its criteria, range 2, and its criteria, and so on. So we can enter up to 127 range or criteria pairs. Ito. So let's have an example. So dito sa ating Excel, meron tayong year, product. So these three represents the range. And every details here represents the criteria or the description of it. So first requirement, alin muna natin siya. Number of year 2024 that sells watermelon. Simply, sundan lang natin yung formula. Equal sign, countifs, open parenthesis, range 1, or in the year, yun, 4 to A14, comma, lalagay tayo ng quotation mark, then equal sign, nang hinahanap natin 2024. And then, and, comma ulit, dito tayo sa range 2, product, B4 to B14, comma, quotation, equal sign, and yung criteria na hinahanap natin, the watermelon. And then close parenthesis, tignan natin kung ilan. So we have 3 number of year 2024 sells watermelon. What if number of year 2024 sells watermelon costing $60? So aabot tayo hanggang range 3. So ganun lang, ulit, count ifs, open parenthesis, A4 to A14, comma, quotation, then equal sign 2024, and comma tayo ulit. Range 2 naman na tayo. Then, comma, quotation, equal sign, watermelon, quotation, comma, ulit. Then, dito naman na tayo sa range 3. C4 to C14 represents of the watermelon. Then, comma, quotation, equal sign, and the $60. Close parenthesis. Na natin kung ilan. So we have two number of year 2024 that sells watermelon costing. So hanapin natin para ma-check kung tama. So we have here 2024 watermelon but $50. A natin, we have 2024 watermelon $60. So we have one here. Highlight. Highlight natin. We have one 2024 and another is nasa A. Highlight din natin. Oh yeah. Ay, highlight ng ganun siya. So we have two number of year 2024 that sells watermelon costing $60. Next, balik tayo dun sa may oh, the sum if. This function sum cells in one or more range that meet one or more criteria. So same siya dun, count ifs siya natin. We can enter up to 127 range or criteria pairs. So the function or the purpose of this is to add all its arguments that meet multiple criteria. So let's have an example here. This one. Yun. Meron na pala. Una natin to. Ina lang pala natin mag-umpisa na lang tayo sa baba. Ano yung requirement sa baba? Sum of all sales of food in meat department. Maglagay lang tayo ng equal sign dyan. Sum if, open parenthesis, a department, ganyan, A4 to A5, comma, quotation tayo dito. Ano yung criteria natin? Meat. Lagay natin meat. And quotation mark. Ganyan. Tapos yung ating quarter for sales. Yan. Post parenthesis tayo. We have here 237,854. And ganun lang ulit yung gagawin para mahanap yung sum of all sales of all food in deli department and bakery department. Kunin na rin natin. All sign tayo dito. Parenthesis. The department. Comma. Quotation tayo dito. Yung hinahanap. The deli. Tapos, yan. Comma tayo. Then, quarter 4. This parenthesis. We have, yan natin ang dollar sign. 143,933 naman sa ating deli department. And last, cosine, in parenthesis, department, presents the range 1. Ganyan. Comma tayo. Then, quotation. Ano yung hinahanap natin? Bakery department. So, simply put, bakery dyan. Comma ulit. Then, sa ating quarter 4 sales. Parenthesis. Yan natin balance. So, ayun. Ganun lang siya kunin. Dali lang. So, sa first requirement, sum of all sales of all food in produce department, we have 256,887. Sum of all sales of all food in meat department, 237,854. Sum of all sales of all food in deli department, 143,933. And sum of all sales all food in bakery department, we have 197,655. So next, tayo. Balik tayo dun sa may. And last on the list, using average shifts function. So this function average cells in one or more range that meet one or more criteria. Same siya doon sa first two. You can enter up to 127 range or criteria pairs. So the purpose of this is to help users to provide criteria for a given dataset and find the cells that fulfill all these criteria. So yun. May example na dito, pero may iba rin akong example. Tanggalin muna natin to para mapakita ko ng maayos. So yun. So ano yung hanapin natin or yung the description? Average sale of ballpen sold in Dagupan. So first pala, meron tayo ditong range 1, product, the location, range 2, range 3, quantity, and sa range 4 natin is sale. So ano yung hinahanap? Average sale sold in Dagupan. So formula is equal sign, average is, and parentheses. Isa natin siya sa sale from A4 to A14. Tapos, kama tayo dito. Product, range 1. Tapos, kama tayo dito. Ano yung product natin? Ballpen. Ano yung hinahanap sa description natin? Ballpen. So, natin yan. Then, kama ulit tayo. The location. Yan daw, sa Dagupan. Kama ulit tayo. Dagupan. Natin yan. Close parenthesis. So, how much is the average sale of ballpen sold in Dagupan? We have $4,527. Kunin din natin yung mga example. Average sale of, ano naman, sabihin natin pencil. O ganun lang din. Cosine, average shifts. Open parenthesis tayo dito sa sale. Yan. Kama. Range 1, the product. Kama ulit tayo. Ano yung ano natin? Product na hinahanap natin. Pencil. Lang natin to dito. So naglagay ako dito para hindi na kayo malito. Instead na ipindot natin siya dito. Ito naman na dito. Para hindi nakakalito. Kama ulit tayo. Location. B4 to B14. Saan daw? Saan pa din. So, lang natin yan. Close parenthesis. Yan. Lagyan natin ng dollar sign. So we have 5,237 average scale of pencil sold in Dagupan. So para mahanap yung iba na gagawin para hindi na mahaba yung video, ganun lang siya kunin. So I hope na nagets nyo siya. So yun lang naman yung over ng topic ko or ng table function that acceptable criteria. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Princess Amy Nases, and my topic is all about the table functions that require a criteria range. The remaining table functions require a criteria range. These functions takes a little longer to set up, but the advantage is that you can enter compound and computed criteria. So, when we say criteria range, it is a range of cells that defines the conditions for filtering or analyzing data. It typically includes column, headers, and the criteria. When we say criteria naman, yun yung condition na gusto mong ilagay sa function mo. So we have format for the for D function. When we say D function, it is your database function. So, yan. Yung D function, it is the function name you want to use. And then, yung database, it is the organized table of data you want to work with. Yung field, it refers to a specific column in your database. Yung criteria naman, it is the conditions you use to select a specific data based on certain values or expression. So, let's take a look dito sa table natin, table 13.2. Ito yung mga table functions na pwede natin gamitin gamit ang ating Excel. So, yan. Basahin nyo na lang. So, for our example, we're going to be using the d-average function. So, yung d-average function, it calculates the average of values within a specified column that meet specific criteria from a database. So, yan. May example na siya dito sa PPT, pero I prepared other example na similar lang naman dito para mapakita kung paano gamitin yung d-average function. Ito yung gagamitin nating formula. Ito. Yan. So, pumunta tayo sa Excel. Okay. So, meron tayo ditong example na na-prepared para lang mapakita sa inyo kung paano natin i-apply yung ating function. So, this is our database. Itong buo. Ito. Wait lang. This is our database. And then, yung field na gusto nating pagkuhanan ng data is yung sa gross margin. Ito. And then, this is our criteria naman. Yung division 2. Yan. So, let's start applying the function. Type nyo lang yung the average. Then, yung ating database. Tingin lang natin to. And then, yung field na pagkukuhanan natin. Gross margin. Comma, yung ating criteria range. And then, criteria range. Open and close parenthesis, enter. Yan. So, this is our average gross margin for division 2. Ganun lang natin makukuha at ma-apply yung d-average function. So, next tayo sa ating pangalawang formula or pangalawang formula na gagamitin natin at gagawa natin ng example. So, using dget function. So, the dget function extracts the value of a single field in the database records that match the criteria. So, when we say dget function, it is a database function that extracts a single value from a column of a table or database that matches a specific criteria. So, let's take a look dito sa ano. Let's read this example. So, for example, in the parts table, you might want to know the cost of the finless sprocket. To extract this information, you would first set up a criteria range with the description field and enter finless sprocket. So, ganito yung sinasabi niya. Tayo sa baba. So, if gusto nating makuha yung cost ng something dito sa ating database or kung ano man yung gusto nyong kunin dito sa ating database. First, mag-set up tayo ng criteria which is yung description and then yung pangalan na gusto nating makuhanan ng cost. Let's say, for example, itong valve. So, para makuha natin yan, let's get then ating database. Kunin lang natin. Then, yung field na gusto nating pagkuhanan is yung cost. Yung gusto nating makuha, yung cost. Cost. And then, yung ating criteria range. tingnan lang natin, check natin if tama yung ating nakuha. So, yung valve dito sa may description, ito yon. And tingnan nyo yung cost niya if same lang ba dun sa nakuha. Same lang siya. Therefore, yun yung purpose ng function na dget. Kukuha lang siya ng specific data dito sa ating database. So, let's say for example, kunin natin yung sa may cost ng sonotube. Type lang natin dito sa ating description and it will automatically find the cost. Yan, check nyo na lang dito sa ating database, no? Sonotube cost $15.30. Same lang dun sa nakuha. So, ganun lang gamitin yung ating mga database function dito sa ating topic na table functions that require a criteria range. Basta tandaan lang natin yung ating format para sa gagamitin nating formula, which is the D function, open and close parenthesis, database, field, and criteria. Thank you for listening.
Greetings everyone, I'm Mariona Carrera, and I am here again to discuss about Excel formulas. But this time we are going to focus on applying statistical table functions to a defects database. We are going to explore about Excel functions, particularly how it helps us in computing for maximum, minimum, range, average, deviations, and variance. We have here defects database. It is composed of 3 columns: work group, group leader, and then defects. We also have criteria based on group leader, namely Johnson and Perkins. So now we are going to compute these requirements using the following formulas. Yan. To compute for the maximum defects on criteria 1, we need to use this function, dmax or database max. Your database would be this one. Isa-select mo lang siya. Yan. Itong buo. And then, field refers to kung ano yung hinahanap mo, which is the defects. And then, criteria is for Johnson. So, ito yung criteria mo. And then, enter. Malalaman mo na kung ano yung maximum defects. Which is ito, 26. Under Johnson. And then, for the minimum naman, ang gagamitin natin na formula is dmin or database min. Same pa rin, ito yung database natin. Field is kung ano yung title or title, which is defects. Kung saan mahahanapin yung minimum or maximum. Don't forget the quotation marks. And then criteria as usual, si Johnson. Enter, yun, 6. So you can see here, 6 yung minimum defects under group leader Johnson. Let's try Perkins naman. Same pa rin, max, and then database. Field is defects. Criteria is this one. Ayan. For the minimum, pwede rin naman siyang ganito. I-fix mo lang yung database natin. And then drag. Ayun na. 0. Which is tama naman dahil based sa database natin, under group leader Perkins, 0 yung minimum or pinakamalit na defects na meron sa kanya or meron sa hinahandle niyang group. For the range, dalawa yung pwede natin gamitin. Doon muna tayo sa long method. For the long method, dmax or yung function na dmax, then database, field, then criteria. Be mindful of the open and close parentheses. Parentheses. Dapat before and then dito mayroong parentheses para hindi magkaroon ng error dun sa in-input mong formula. And dmax function and then dminimum or dmin. Database, ganun pa rin. Field is defects. Criteria is ito. 20. So, ang range is, it refers to the difference between the largest and smallest number in the sample. In simpler words, difference lang siya nitong minimum and then maximum. 26 minus 6 is 20. Ganun. So, aside from the long method, meron tayong short method which is ito. Select mo lang yung maximum minus minimum. Then, ayan na, makukuha mo na yung range. For the average, we will use the database average. This shows the averages the values in a column in a list or database that match conditions you specify. Database. Ito lang ulit. And then, field is defects. Criteria is group leader Johnson. Yan. Average. Ayan ang average mo. Para hindi mo i-type sa kabila, you can just fix the database. And then drag. Yan. As you can see, mas mataas yung average ng defects under group leader Johnson compared to Perkins. Pero kung papansinin mo yung available na data natin, yung kay Johnson from A11-9, biglang nagkaroon ng 26. And then yung kay Perkins naman from 10, 11, ganyan. Mayroon 0. So, there's anomalies. To allow for this situation, the adjusted average line uses this function or this formula to compute a new average without the largest and smallest number for each sample. So, try natin. The sum or yung summation ng lahat ng values na dito ng values ng defects. Criteria. Minus yung value ng maximum and then minimum. Over the count database ulit natin. This one. Field defects. And then criteria is wala pa dapat to. Leave the field argument blank. And then criteria natin is yun pa rin. Group leader Johnson. And then minus 2. Bakit minus 2? Because inalis natin to. Yung maximum and minimum values. So, imbis na 12 values yung kasama sa function, mababawasan sila ng dalawa. Yan. Average is 10. Ganoon din sa kay Perkins. So, i-fix na lang natin ito. Ito rin. Yung database. Database lang yung i-fix natin. And then, drag lang. As you can see, without anomalies, the two leaders have the same average. Yan. And then, for the next one, standard deviation, gamitin lang din natin itong function na to. Database natin. Field is defects as usual. Criteria is group leader Johnson. Yan. Tapos, i-fix lang ulit natin yung database. And then, drag. Standard deviation naman. Population. Deviation. Mm, oops. Mm. Field effects. And then for variance, mm, database variance, swing process, iba lang yung ginagamit nating function for each requirement. And then field, and then variance, database variance, population, field is defects, and then criteria, and check. Is it similar? Yes, similar siya. Ayun lang. How does computing for standard deviation, variance, yan, maximum, minimum helps in decision making, especially if you are in a manufacturing field or business, you are a business owner. Ang standard deviation kasi and variance, it refers to the variability of the values, itong mga amounts, compared to the average. Gaano kalayo or kalapit yung amount, yung other values sa average ng set of numbers or set of values. By using Excel's statistical table functions, we can efficiently analyze defect data in a structured and insightful manner. These tools help in making data-driven decisions and identifying patterns. That's all. Thank you for listening.
To conclude the discussion, converting a range to a table explains how to turn a list of data into a table in Excel. Tables make data easier to format, filter, and work with. It also shows how to switch back to a normal range and use basic table functions. Basic table operation talks about how to work with tables in Excel after creating them. It shows how to select, add, delete, format, and resize table data easily. These features make organizing and analyzing information faster and more efficient. Sorting a table talks about how Excel tables can be sorted alphabetically or numerically, using single or multiple fields. Quick sorts use the data tab or drop-down arrows. Complex sorts use the sort dialog box. Be cautious when sorting tables with formulas to avoid errors. Sorting a table in natural order talks about how Excel tables can be sorted in their original entry order by adding a record field and sorting by that field. This is useful after multiple sorts have scrambled the original order. To automatically generate record numbers, use the max function to find the highest existing number and add one. Sorting on part of a field talks about how to sort by a part of a field in Excel. Create a new column, extracted the needed portion in using text functions. Sorting without articles talks about how Excel tables can have sorting problems with titles starting with articles. a, and the. A formula checks for these articles and removes them for accurate sorting. This formula uses if and or functions to identify and adjust titles. Filtering table data talks about how working with large Excel tables is difficult. Filtering lets you show only the data you need. Excel provides several ways to filter your data. Using filter list to filter a table talks about how Excel's filter feature easily shows parts of your data. You use drop-down lists to select what to show, decides rows that don't match your choices. Working with quick filters explain how Excel's quick filters let you easily find specific data in tables. They offer different filter types, text, number, date, with various options. A custom autofilter lets you create more complex filtering criteria. Showing filtered records explains to show all Excel data after filtering, turn off the filter. To show all data without removing filter arrows, use data clear. You can also remove a filter from a single field. Using complex criteria to filter a table explains how simple Excel filters are limited. For complex filtering, you need more advanced methods. These methods handle multiple conditions and more detailed rules. Filtering a table with a criteria range explains how to filter an Excel table using a criteria range. Copy field names. Enter your filtering rules below those names. Then use Excel's advanced filter to apply your criteria. Entering compound criteria explains how compound criteria in Excel let you filter using multiple rules. To match all rules, list them on one row. For matching at least one rule, list them on a separate rows. Entering computed criteria explains how Excel lets you filter using calculations. You add a formula to your criteria range. The filter then shows rows where the formula is true. Copying filtered data to a different range. This section explains how to copy filtered Excel data to a new location. It details steps for copying entire tables, specific rows, or columns. Caution is advised to avoid overwriting existing data. Using table specifiers. Excel uses specifiers to easily reference parts of tables in formulas. These specifiers refer to the whole table, data only, headers, totals, or the current row. This simplifies formulas and makes them easier to understand. Entering table formulas. Excel helps you create table formulas easily. It offers autocomplete for table names and fields. This makes building formulas faster and less error-prone. Excel's table function. Excel's table functions enhance data analysis. You can use them anywhere in your spreadsheet. They let you specify data ranges and filtering criteria for calculations. Table functions that don't require a criteria range. Excel has special functions for tables. COUNTIF count cells matching a rule. SUMIF adds values in cells that match a rule. AVERAGEIF function calculates the average cells meeting a specified criterion. Table functions that accept multiple criteria. Excel 2007 improved handling of multiple criteria in table functions. COUNTIFs count cell matching multiple conditions. SUMIFs adds values from cells meeting multiple conditions. AVERAGEIFs function average cells that meet multiple conditions. Table functions that require criteria range. Some Excel table functions need a criteria range. They perform calculations on matching records. The function uses standard format, dfunction, database, field, criteria. Excel's theAverage function averages values in a table based on criteria. dget extracts a single value from a table that matches a specified criteria. AVERAGEIF calculates the average of a cell range meeting a condition. It uses three arguments: the range to check, the condition, and the range to average. Applying statistical table functions to the defects database. Excel's table functions are useful for analyzing data. This example shows how to calculate statistics from a defects database. The functions used include dmax, dmin, theAverage, dcount, and others.